this solutions video for a further maths question, and we're going to be looking at the module of matrices today. So this isn't as straightforward as what it might look like at the start, so we're going to make sure that we attack our key words for this question. So we've got 5 people competing in a tournament, and each competitor plays everyone once. There's a winner and a loser, obviously, and the results are displayed below. But a place of 1 in the matrix for a win and a 0 represents a loss. Then goes on to say that there's an error in the matrix. So the winner of one of the matches has incorrectly been recorded as a 0. So we're going to find out which match this was. So what you'll notice here is we don't get much key content here. It is all in this last sentence. There's an error, and one of the matches is incorrectly recorded as 0. So what that means is both on the losing side and the winning side, we're both going to get a 0. Now, if we think about that in the context of this matrix, what is that going to look like? We know that this is not a symmetric matrix, because if it was, for example, if we take a look at J v I, we have a 1 in the position for I, suggesting that I wins. I beats J. And if it was symmetric, we'd also have a 1 here, but that doesn't make sense because if I beats J, J can't then beat I. So we know that it's not symmetric. So what we're actually looking for, we're looking for a position on the matrix where there's both a 0 and a 0 in the same spot that reflects in the leading diagonal. So essentially, you're looking for a 0, and there's a same 0 on the same spot on the other side. All right? So where that stands out is here and here. All right? So if we were to isolate the leading diagonal, you'll see that the 0 is in exactly the opposite spot on each side. So that means there is an error in that position, because between that match between India and Mustafa, there obviously had to have been a winner. This matrix is suggesting that they're both lost. So therefore we've identified the error. The answer is going to be A. All right. So when we get questions like this, it's important to reflect on what the question is really asking, and then you've got to think yourself, how am I going to find that out? My key there was thinking of how I'm going to find that out. I linked that to knowing that the 2 positions of the games must be symmetrical, because we know that that can't be right. And you'll notice that in this matrix, these 2 elements are the only ones that are symmetric in comparison to all the other elements that you see there. So identifying what the question's asking you, and then thinking about how you're going to find that answer. All right, thank you.